Welcome to CognitionChunks. I'm going to Yellowstone National Park soon. This is my first visit and I would like to get as much out of my trip as I can. Can I use GPT to prepare? This is the hike, Dunraven Pass at Yellowstone National Park. Overview. Dunraven Pass is located at an elevation of 8,859 feet and offers one of the most panoramic views in Yellowstone National Park. One popular hike in this area is the Trail to Mount Washburn, which provides a panoramic view of the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone and the surrounding landscape. Length and duration. The hike to Mount Washburn from Dunraven Pass is approximately 6.2 miles round trip and usually takes about 4 to 6 hours to complete. Trail difficulty. This trail is rated as moderate due to its elevation gain of approximately 1,400 feet. It's advisable to be well acclimated to the altitude before attempting this hike. Highlights. Wildlife. Possible sightings of bighorn sheep and bears. Alpine flora. Enjoy fields of wildflowers during the summer months. Panoramic views. Views extend across Yellowstone, including the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. Fire Lookout Tower. The summit has an old fire lookout that is sometimes open to visitors. How to reach from the nearest hotel. The nearest lodging option is Canyon Village. Here's how you reach Dunraven Pass from there. 1. Exit Canyon Village. Head northeast on North Rim Drive toward Grand Loop Road. 2. Turn right. Make a right onto Grand Loop Road, US 89/20/191/14. 3. Proceed north. Drive for approximately 14 miles on Grand Loop Road until you reach the well-marked parking lot for Dunraven Pass/Mount Washburn. 4. Parking and trailhead. The parking lot is well marked, and the trailhead for Mount Washburn will be visible from here. Park your vehicle and prepare for your hike. Tips. Due to snow, the pass is generally closed from late September until late May or early June. Always check road conditions before planning your hike. Always carry bear spray, water, and snacks. This trail is somewhat strenuous, and you're in bear country. The weather can change rapidly at high altitudes. Bring layers, including a wind-proof jacket. Given the elevation, the air is thinner. Take your time and pace yourself to prevent altitude sickness. Conclusion. Dunraven Pass offers one of the more stunning hikes in Yellowstone National Park. Although it's not an easy stroll, the rewards at the top make the effort worthwhile. Whether you're a passionate hiker or just someone who wants to experience the high vistas of Yellowstone, this hike offers an enriching experience with a touch of adventure. Welcome back, relentless explorers of cerebral and earthly terrain. We've just navigated the awe-inspiring heights of Dunraven Pass in Yellowstone National Park, and it's time to decant the heady brew of interdisciplinary wisdom this hike has accorded us. The changing terrains and altitudes on this hike teach us the adaptability and resilience required to overcome the vicissitudes of life. Adaptation is not merely a process, but a fundamental principle of existence. Astronomy and atmospheric science. As we scale the heights of Dunraven Pass, we naturally edge closer to the cosmos. The elevation provides an unparalleled vantage point for stargazing, where each constellation becomes a living lesson in celestial mechanics and atmospheric science. The clarity of the sky gives us an opportunity to ponder topics such as cosmic distances and the elements that make up our universe. Political economy and public goods. The very fact that such a treasure like Dunraven Pass is accessible to us brings up the issue of public goods and land management. What socio-political mechanisms are in place to protect and sustain these natural wonders? This makes for an essential study in governance, property rights, and the principles of political economy. Epistemology and observation. The grand vistas offer not just visual splendor, but provoke questions about the nature of observation itself. How do we know what we know? How does our vantage point, both literal and metaphorical, affect our understanding of the world? The hike is thus a metaphoric exercise in epistemology, the philosophical study of knowledge. Evolutionary biology and environmental niches. The unique high-altitude ecosystem of Dunraven Pass serves as a living lab for evolutionary biology. The flora and fauna here have adapted to distinct environmental pressures, demonstrating the mechanics of natural selection and niche specialization in a way that textbooks simply cannot capture. Thermodynamics and microclimates. Given its altitude, Dunraven Pass hosts an intriguing variety of microclimates. The temperature differentials, wind patterns, and thermal dynamics become a practical lesson in thermodynamics, the branch of physics that deals with heat and energy transfer. Philosophy and the sublime. The extraordinary beauty and grandeur of the landscape evoke the philosophical concept of the sublime, a form of greatness beyond all possibility of calculation, measurement, or imitation. How do these feelings interact with our perception of value and our ethical frameworks? It becomes a fertile ground for philosophical inquiry. Music theory and nature's harmony. The soundscape accompanying our hike, the whispering winds, the rustling leaves, the chirping birds, all contribute to an uncomposed symphony of natural harmonics. It offers a fascinating opportunity to delve into the basics of music theory, timbre, and the emotional impact of auditory stimuli. In summation, Dunraven Pass is far more than a trail leading through a mountainous pass. It's a comprehensive syllabus covering astronomy, political economy, philosophy, biology, physics, epistemology, and even music theory. As we close this chapter of our ever-continuing journey, remember, the world is a textbook, and every hike is a lesson waiting to be discovered. This is CognitionChunks, where every trail is an academic field and every step a stride toward enlightenment. Until our next expedition through the manifold corridors of wisdom, stay inquisitive and keep the spirit of exploration alive. Farewell. Was this accurate? Did GPT just make up a bunch of stuff that does not exist or does not make sense? I'll let you know how GPT did in a few weeks.